Hello all, this is the fourth video for ARS. We're going to be looking at the difference between ARS 1, which is glass, and how the labor applicator is populated, as opposed to ARS 2, which is Pickets. As always, please watch the Anatomy of CRL series videos for a general overview of CRL sheet shared functions. So, video 2 and 3 showed how we got to this point. We have the same inputs because we use these purple buttons over here, and we're going to be looking at the labor. Much like other videos, we have these purple cells, and I do have a fair amount of direction down here. ARS is the most challenging rail system because of the variability. Take your time and confirm quantities and parts to build confidence. Install. Men requires increase by 1 if fascia. I'm going to rewrite that a little bit. 1 if fascia is selected. Layout hours is variable according to average linear feet per run. So that's pretty standard on the CRLs. If Pickets is chosen in Z5, A28 picket fabrication will populate. If glass thickness is greater than 3/8. Now I'm going to make this equal to greater than or equal to 1/2 inch. So I'm going along with the fact that 7/16 inch laminated can fit into a 3/8. The way to choose 7/16 is we have here tempered and Lamy have the nominal. So we have 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2. In order to get to the 16th increment, you have to choose laminated tempered 5/16, 7/16, and 9/16. So I have in here to set if it's greater than or equal than 1/2 to populate the wet glaze. Go back to video 2 to go over that. Now if I go up to 9/16, it will then populate it. There it is. So I made that slight adjustment. I looked at the CRL stuff and it did kind of explicitly say that. And they may have updated it because previously I remember specifically it not really incorporating laminated. So maybe the industry got to them and said, hey, look, they're asking for laminated. Sorry, that was a little tangent that was reference to a conversation I was having with myself in the second video. All right, so we have linear feet comes over from here. Number of runs, average linear feet per run. There's not many inputs here. We have posts and lights or rails. The amount of rails and lights are the same. Unload layout. 1 because it is standard. 2 because it's fascia. So I'm going back and forth between ARS 1 and 2. ARS 2 is fascia 100 series. Pickets. ARS 1 is standard 200 series. All right. Posts, stanchions. If a stanchion is in here, it will show up there. All right, there it is. Posts, 2 men instead of 1. And then we have set rails to set glass. All right. I don't really know what to put in here. So I mean, not everybody does ARS all the time, but once you get a nice fluid way of doing it, there you go. I just try to make this so every step is figured. You can always use open. Let's see. I mean, realistically, you can probably be in just buy some ARS and time your guys installing it out at the company picnic or something. How long does it take to set the rails? I mean, realistically, it's probably a lot shorter than that, but we're estimating. I'm in a weird mood today. Sorry. All right. So we have pickets as opposed to glass. And that's all the changes does. It doesn't change the value here. It just says set glass and set pickets. The 2-man half an hour is the same. The fabrication is an interesting one. I'd imagine that if it's pickets, you are fabricating in the field. I'm sorry, in the, you're fabricating in the shop. Because it can really potentially go rather fast. At which point you might just want to zero this out completely. Set rails, what are you setting? You're not setting pickets. You're literally just setting the rails. So all your man hours is going into fab. So feedback on that is certainly appreciated. So that availability is there to do it in the field or do it in the fab shop. There might be some install, realities that I'm not aware of as I sit here. But I could imagine that you could measure, completely fabricate the pickets, put your shear blocks on, and the install might be a complete breeze. So we have here labor, we have install, price per square foot, fab, man hours, utility. I'll put in some money there. And we'll just take a look at individual totals and see how it shakes out. All right, so these are the two we're looking at. Price per linear foot, price per square foot. So here the pickets come over, here the glass comes over. I'm going to pull this down from 9/16. That's crazy. Oh, let's go good old tempered 3/8. Clear temper. There you go. All right. 100 per square foot. Price per linear foot, 115. I'd imagine pickets are a little more expensive than glass. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, so here's your glass number 22 against 29. Really, I'm just wasting time with this. But there's your labor. It's all right in front of you. Adjust it as you see fit. And let me know if you want me to change it around. Let me know if you have any kind of different way of figuring your ARS. Thank you very much.